Principal revenge. Old story. Since I haven't been in high school for a long time, when I was in my senior year of high school in the US, I moved from the state of California to Louisiana right before the school year started. I had moved many times in my life, military family, but this one was the biggest change. Combined with leaving my school in my senior year, I made a few friends, but planned to just crush senior year. Well, the principal wouldn't make an exception for a science class they offer in California, but not in Louisiana, and said that class was invalid and I would have to take another one. Not a good start with him having 6 classes when I meant to have 4, since Louisiana required 1 extra credit to graduate at this time. Later in the year, during that science class I had to retake, I made friends with the teacher. He wasn't well liked either by the principal, and there was no love lost. I used to chat with him before class, and he was the first one of the day. This particular day he asked me to run to the vending machine and get him a water. He gave me $1 it used to cost only that back in the old days, and I went for it. The 5-minute bell rung right as I got there. Suddenly, the principal materializes out of midair and says, "Need to get to class." Being one of only 5 kids who didn't spend all their high school years in this school, I know he recognized me. I said, "Hey, science teacher asked me to get him a water, but he tells me to get to class and not be late." Again I tell him I have plenty of time. Then he just accuses me of lying and sends me back to class. Alright, I won't argue with him, and I just go. I get back and the teacher is like, "Did you get my water?" Me, "Nope." The principal stopped me. He asks if I said it was for him, and I tell him I did, but he accused me of lying. So, science teacher calls him up and yells at him over the phone. Says being the principal doesn't mean being rude to students, and there was no rule saying a student couldn't get a drink before class even if the 5-minute bell rang. It was pretty epic, all stemming from the fact I was just mad I got called a liar. I didn't even do it for the revenge, but it ended up being pretty revenge unintentionally. Worth it though. It was my first, but not my last, run-in with the principal. That's another story for another day. Edit. I used the wrong principal. Couldn't edit the title though. That's what I get for making my first post a late night post. Thanks to the user who pointed it out.